Hello, everyone. I pray everyone is having a great day. I just want to stop by and say this. Stop trying to prove yourself to people that have no intention of making you a priority in their life. I've been seeing too many posts, too many people talking about how they've given their all into something, and the results of that was not what they wanted it to be. When all the signs were there at the beginning, if you're in a relationship or you're pursuing a relationship of some sort and you're notice that you're not getting the treatment that you know you deserve, it's time for you to back off. It's okay to have healthy relationships without the full commitment of being in an intimate relationship. I think a lot of times people rush things and people want to force things that just not going to turn out the way they want it to. You end up ruining the relationship or the friendship that you all had because you want something more and the other person don't want it at all. And you have to just allow it to be what it is and accept it for what it is and move forward. There are so many opportunities out there for you, but you have to allow yourself to venture out and explore those. Don't be so fixated on just one person, because the reality is, if that person don't value you or don't see your worth, then what are you trying to prove? You're going to spend your whole life trying to prove that to them, and if they don't see it the first time, then it's time to move on. It's okay to move on. That goes for men and women. I think a lot of times we like to sacrifice a lot of ourselves to try to fit the mold of somebody else's life. We like to sacrifice a lot of ourselves to be able to be accepted and to be loved and to be cared for and to be appreciated. And the reality is, they're not going to appreciate you, they're not going to love you, and they're not going to care for you the way you want to be cared for, because the reality is they don't desire the same things you desire. So in knowing that and accepting that, and it's okay to be rejected. I think a lot of times people are so afraid of rejection, and sometimes rejection is a blessing in disguise. And it's okay for someone to say, you know what, I'm not interested in you in that way, and you accept it for what it is. Don't try to force it and try to change yourself. Oh, what is it about me you don't like? What is it that I can change? What is it that I can, to make you feel more comfortable? No, accept it, move forward, and just say, okay, since that's not what you desire, then, either we move on and part ways, or you can decide, okay, we can be, or you can decide to just be friends. And there's nothing wrong with being friends. I think a lot of times when people are rejected, they think being friend zoned is the worst thing in the world. Sometimes it's the best thing, because that gives you opportunity, and it kind of puts a sense in your mind, and knowing that, okay, because this is what it is, let me move forward and, in search of something else. And like I said, this goes for men and women. If there's a woman that you desire and she don't desire the same things from you, move on. There are other women that will accept you and will receive you and will not reject you. Same thing with women when it comes to men. So don't allow yourself to be so closed off, because a lot of times being rejected blocks your vulnerability, and you don't want that either, because the person that's going to come in your life is going to need you to be vulnerable, to be able to express yourself and to know some of the things that have gone on in your life. And if you shut yourself off from that, they have a limited understanding of who you are and what you've gone through to be able to love you properly and to care for you and to show your appreciation and things like that. So just keep that in mind, and I pray that everyone have a great day. This is Taylor with Cozy Corner.